Good. Alright, I think we got everything ready to go. We're live. I'm definitely looking forward to the rest of the story here. And then getting to maintenance mode of Final Fantasy. It's like, even when a story is great, it's a good feeling to be like, okay, I can take a breather from that so they come up with new content. I set this one-time password a long time ago, and I kind of regret it. I don't know if you can take it off. Let's go. Okay, come on. See, now I have to re-enter and get a new password. Find my phone. Round 3, trying to remember my password. Good morning, Astrid. One thing I'll say for Square is their menuing and like the Mog Station, their login system. It's very, very tedious. Like, they have not upgraded their online infrastructure in a long time. Like, just trying to renew my subscription was difficult. Like, it shouldn't be this hard to give you money. Alright. We're in. We're going to see what the dungeon queues are like to see if I can sneak in a dungeon run on my Bard. Because I'm trying to keep it up in experience as much as possible. Just need to get it to max level here. To 60. I mean, it's not a bad look, but I liked my officer armor. Yeah. It's a good look. I wish you could get high enough to get the white lapels. It feels very Star Trek-y in its color coordinations. Alright. Duty finder. Hey, Roo. My corgi's coming to hide. Because German Shepherd or dog sitting likes to play, and my dog's not about that life. Less than 5 minutes, okay. That's not bad. Move over to Gridania. Yeah, my corgi's very much a cat. She just likes laying around. She loves attention from humans. Other dogs she doesn't care about. Oh, you want me to throw your ball? Okay. Hold on. The shepherd loves her ball, and that's it. don't know what this is for. Difficulty summoning their retainers. She's never ignored a summons before. Beg your pardon, sir, but would you be willing to aid a fellow adventurer? It's about my retainer. She hasn't returned from her latest venture to Nine Ives. Levies? Ivies? And I fear something terrible may have happened. I would track her down myself if I could, but I have an important appointment I must keep. Mayhap you could go and search in my stead. Okay. I don't know what this is for, but we'll do it. Nothing else to do while waiting in the queue. Oh, well, there we go. That was quick. DPS doesn't usually go that quickly. Oh, I love that music. Dun, dun. I learned how to play it on piano. Oh. Party. Looks like we just have one new person, and veterans. You can tell this is a veteran because they have a very complicated glamour on and they're jumping along. That's how you know. That's my metric. I'm just gonna put dots on them while we're waiting. Yeah, I learned early on this is the meta in this game. Usually like 3 or 4 packs at once. And spam AoE. And we got TC'd. This didn't happen yesterday, and it doesn't look like the stream went down at all. It just kicked us out of Final Fantasy. So maybe this, hopefully, is not a Google Fiber thing. I hate to want it to be a Square Enix thing, but if it is, that means it's not my fiber messing up. Yeah, because I didn't get a notification my stream went down. Usually the bitrate plummets if it hiccups, and it didn't. Just annoying, because I hate making people wait. A lot of people play this game. A lot of people don't have a lot of time. They might be just trying to get into a dungeon run before work. So you don't want to make them wait. Okay, they didn't boot me or anything. Yeah, Bard is very fun to play. I enjoy it. The AoE is meaty. I am interested in Machinist as well for a ranged class because I love Edgar in Final Fantasy VI. That's basically what it is. Dogs up. I just took a lot of damage. Oh, there's a mimic on me. I think she's rezzing me. Well, there go all my spot here. All my cooldowns. That's no fun. What are you gonna do? But at least I'm a useful class when I'm here, not dying or DC'd. Because I buff people's damage pretty well. My direct rate 20%, got my songs. Could be worse, could be Samurai. Let's try to get dots on these while we're running. Seems like a good use of my time. Music's alright, little slow. Guess we don't care about pollen, everyone just ran into it. Wide Volley feels really good to hit, because it's not a large AoE, so when you line up everything in the tank as well, getting it all together, feels great. Tank died. Oh. I hit the wrong button. Oh, you get all your cooldowns back when you die. Didn't realize that before. Coming, guys. This shortcut is far away. I know, unlike WoW, healers are expected to do a lot of DPS in this game. So I can imagine run into an instance where you might get a little overzealous doing DPS and forget to heal for a second. It's okay, guys, I'm here. Don't worry, everything's fine. The longest pack ever. Dots up here, straight shot. Big straight shot damage. Pumping, we're pumping. Can't dodge that. Ad spawn, kill ad. Range is also fun because you get to see everything. Oh, it's got a targeting thing where it ignores threat table. Because it really hates the healer right now. We're gonna limit break because I want to. Yeah, that felt cool. Let's get the boss and all the ads. Technically, I'm lower on the prio for limit break, I've learned, because melee classes do the single target limit break, which is, you know, kind of what you want in a boss. But that lined up too perfectly. Pumping, we're pumping. Clean run. No deaths. Perfect. Sorry, we gotta kill these things. I should focus on that. This is a cone in front of us. If we stand behind, we can hit everything, plus hitting. Target here. I'm taking some damage. Alright, there we go. Job done. Take a straight shot. Forgot about this. That was really cool how that sets up. Alright, we gotta go watch it. Let's do it. I forget the mechanics here. Probably die again. Oh yeah, the gates. Do I remember what to do with them? No. He's focused, so that means he probably has to go through a gate. No, that just means she gets hit. Is this where we're going to gate? Even with a cast time this long. I'm just following everybody else. I'll just toss a quick self-heal. Alright, healer's dead. Alright, just be in the tank. Okay, I think what has to happen is when he does that super long cast. Alright, he's not going to make it. Doesn't have enough self-healing. When he does that super long cast, we have to go in the gate when it opens. We just didn't do that last time. Oh, he cast his can't die spell. Alright, is there a gate open? I don't see one. Let's do this. That didn't work. Maybe someone knows. Our veteran doesn't know. Maybe... Okay, yep, they opened the door. Okay, so that gate is open. This is not the one we gotta get away from. Someone did the limit break. Nightmare isn't the bad one. That's fine. Just annoying. We should be able to just DPS him from here. Dots up. Yep. We seem to do a lot more damage that time. I don't know if that's good. Still 56. At least the Q wasn't bad. Hello, you. 12 bless you, adventurer. So focused was I on my task that I took no notice of the buzzards at my back. I don't think you're dressed for adventuring, ma'am. You seem confused. Have you heard not of Ventures? It is a service in which we retainers carry out procurement expeditions on behalf of our employers. Alas, some are not wont to furnish us with sufficient equipment, despite the obvious benefits it would absorb both parties. Ah, he has been summoning me this entire time. Pray excuse me. She has some assets. Forgive me, Master, I was waylaid by beasts. Yes, by Rogadin Bard. How did you know? Of course, as you wish. It seems I must take my leave at once, but before I go, pray allow me to thank you. I have naught to recompense you with, but should you inform our supervisor, Parnell, of your deeds, I'm confident she will see fit to reward you. May we meet again, my friend, and do not forget to visit Parnell and the Shaded Boyar. He needs to give you some actual armor. Hold on, I'm gonna throw the ball for the dog. Alright. Parnell, where are you? Right there. Greetings, sir. I've been expecting you. The retainer you rescued was most effusive in her praise. Retainers are, of course, permitted to refuse a venture which they determine to be too dangerous. Alas, this particular young woman is new to the profession, and was thus easily persuaded by her employer to accept. Beg your pardon? You'd like to know more about ventures? Not really. Certainly, it'd be my pleasure to explain. In cooperation with the Adventurers Guild, we've established an okay. I know this system. You send them out on quests. It's very much like WoW. And Legion? Okay. We're not going to do that, though. Conjurer's Guild. Been a while since I've been in Gridania. Let's take our helmet off to meet the Seed Seer. It is said that the elementals perceive the life stream. If, as we suspect, Y'shtola is still adrift in its midst, they may be able to find her. But if we are chosen to appeal to them for assistance, we must needs do so through their chosen, the Pajal. It is imperative, therefore, that we speak with Akan Isena without delay. Okay, let's do it. I've already requested an audience with the Elder Seed Seer. She will receive us in the Lotus Stand presently. We need but speak with the Conjurer yonder to be admitted. Okay, we've done that many times, but thank you for the explanation, sir. So we're looking for Y'shtola in the live stream. Be welcome, my friends, and speak freely. I gather your suit will admit no delay. It will not, my lady. Pray forgive the abrupt nature of our request, but it is a matter of life and death. When he explains it, it sounds kind of far-fetched. I see. As you say, we must needs act swiftly if we are to free Y'shtola from the ungentle pull of the life stream. And as you have surmised, we cannot do this unaided. However...
In requesting the Elemental's assistance to find Y'shtola, you must needs be aware of one difficulty. A difficulty born of the fundamental difference between man and Elemental.
That being?
In perceiving the world around him, man relies upon senses such as sight and sound. For the sake of convenience, he gives names to such things as are near or dear to him. Being formed of pure ether, however, such concepts are foreign to the elementals. Instead, they perceive by observing the ebb and flow of the energies of life. So profound a division cannot be bridged with simple discourse. The elementals' voices stir not the air, and thus reach not our ears, while our words are but wind to them.
Makes sense, I follow.
Though we seers can commune with them through feelings, naught that we can impart will serve to aid them in identifying Y'shtola. Nay, they must needs be presented with ether which is akin to hers. If you could but find a family member.
So it's like a bloodhound. We need to give them the scent, and then they can find her.
Y'shtola has a sister who came to live in Gridania.
She does?
She told me about her once.
Where's Minophilia?
Oh, that is most fortunate indeed. Pray, seek this sister out then, and bring her to Evershade. There, we shall petition the Great One's aid in finding your lost companion.
I think it's the first time we've had a cutscene that started as not voice acted, then transitioned into voice acted. Usually it's the reverse. If memory serves, Y'shtola's sister is named Imitra. She's supposed to be a member of the Sons of St. Koinok. Anyway, she spends most of her time around Apkaluk Falls, from what I recall. Let's look for her there. Sounds great. Oh. Actually, I want to see how many tombstones. Yeah, I gotta start spending these. Getting too many. Let's put our helm back on. Oh, that's in town. That's where the memento guy is. Before I talk to you, let's see what you got. Okay. No more Fantasia. Anything else I wanted? I don't think I have these. Wish I could listen to it. I mean, I could get a behemoth, but... I have all that stuff. Alright. Another cat lady. Their posture is decidedly odd. Yes, is there something you require? Lady Imitra, it is an honor to meet you. My name is Alphino Leveler, and this is Tataru Taru. We need your scent or something. So you are my sister's comrades in the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. When I heard that your people were being pursued, I desperately sought to reach Y'shtola. Reach Stola? Oh, a pet name. But all mine efforts were to no avail. Now I know why. A forbidden spell of all things. That she should be so reckless. Oh, sorry. My German Shepherd I'm dog sitting is being very persistent that I throw this ball. Can't throw it very far at this angle. But what's done is done. Thank you for bringing word to me. Needless to say, I should be glad to help. Hey, Rue. And my corgi is upset that the shepherd is having fun. Corgi does not like frivolity. She's an elder lady. She's 8 years old. Too much excitement is not good. That we were born of different mothers, our veins course with the same father's blood. Hope that this will be enough for the elementals. Come, let us make for Evershade at once. Yes, Rue? You ate and you went outside. You're fine. I know you just don't like that Zoe's having fun. She's growling at me.
Let us begin.
Her voice actor got a huge upgrade. She was the most
Raya-O,
boring
Arun,
character
if you
previously. This is much better.
Hearken to me, O great ones. Pray give yourselves to the life stream, a drifting soul to find.
She has some young apprentices.
Please, Y'shtola. Please come back to us.
There. Now!
That kid cannot see what he's doing. Preserving modesty. So she used an oft-forbidden spell to transport her corporeal body into the live stream because she was going to die. I guess when you're going to die, gotta try whatever you need to try.
A room has been readied at the roost. Pray, bear her thither at once.
Why'd you stop us from seeing her?
All that remains is to pray, my friends.
I mean, I know how much people like her character, so I know she's not deceased at this moment. That would be a kick in the nuts. went through all this, and they're like, yep, she died. Alright. Is it raining? Sounds like it's raining. Oh. What is that for? I don't know what this is for, but this is really cool. The Rising event. I don't know what that is, but random fireworks that can be seen everywhere. It's pretty cool. Damn, it's getting wilder. Things like this make it seem like more of a lived-in world, which I enjoy. Of course they're gonna have holidays in Eorzea. Those are some legit fireworks. Damn. Shooting star. Alright, moving on. Oh, I'm not worried about minions. I just like that it's happening. Oh, Stola. Just seeing her face again, it's... I've been so worried. Stola is resting within an inn room. Though she's still unconscious, the signs are positive. The conjurer says she is in sound health and should awaken before long. Isn't that wonderful? Now, while we wait for Stola to wake up, I thought I'd take the opportunity to finish my little surprise for her. Something I've been working on for a while now, in the hope that she'd one day return to us. It wants just a couple more items before it's ready. I've already placed orders for these items. Could I ask you to retrieve them for me? One is with the Leatherworkers Guild, and another is with the Conjurers Guild. Speak with Mr. Skeva and Brother E. Sumiyan. They have to take care of you. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, I've never been a big fan of, like, collections, collecting minis and stuff. Appearances are different. Like, it's looking awesome is the best. But as far as, like, collecting minions or mounts, I just want the one mount that suits my character and I'm good. Don't know what mount that is yet. I like my Chocobo so far. You are come to Stilgard Fane, home of the Conjurers Guild. How may I assist you? Ah yes, Mistress Tataru's order. As requested, it has been sanctified in the sight of the elementals. I know not what she tends for the staff, but it is a most singular artifact. Even one possessed of my experience would struggle to wield it. So Stola's gonna get an upgrade. Oop. That's lock bars. Don't have Leatherworkers Guild. Oh, we can just walk there. Oh, it is the anniversary of Realm Reborn. It's true. It's only a couple quests, I can go do it. But I want to make some progress in the main story. If I start doing side stuff in this game, I will never stop. Because there is a lot of it. Why did the Final Fantasy music play right here? Is there a bard? OG music. I don't want to deal with any of that. Fireworks. I just like hearing the music. Stylish outfit. What is it? I am a busy woman, so be quick about it. If you wish to place an order, speak with Randall. Here to retrieve an order for Mistress Tataroo, you say. You come at a good time. I finished it about moments ago. No, it was no small coup working it to her specifications, but it did it nonetheless. Payment has already been settled. However did that girl come by chimerical hide anyway? You need either balls of steel or a bottomless coin purse, and it seems to me she had neither. Cool. I like her outfit. Let's do that. So we're getting to Stola some upgrades. Hope Minfilia isn't dead. Ah, you're back. You have the items, I hope. I do. Oh, it's precisely as I've requested. A perfect match for the other pieces. Truly, Geb is a master among masters. The staff completes the surprise. Thank you so much, Shact. I can't wait to see what Stola thinks of the surprise. Lest you wonder, she's doing very well, and the conjurers have left her in her sister's care. Let's go and pay them a visit. Sounds good. Hey, Zoe. Just bringing me your ball again. Can't throw that very far from here.
Y'shtola! I'm so glad you're back!
Sweet pajamas.
Tataru.
Looks comfy.
You are safe. Thank the 12. Something has changed about you, Alphinaud. Or mayhap the change is with me. I seem to sense the ether
We have different
around
voice
me more
actors
keenly
now.
than before.
I am pleased to see you well again. Do you feel strong enough to talk?
Worry not. I am well enough.
Tell us then, what befell you after you fled the feast? We were told that there had been a tunnel collapse.
That was quite the action scene.
That was my doing. I brought the tunnel down that you and Minfilia might escape. At the last moment, I invoked a teleportation magic, in hopes of spiriting Thancred away at least. Needless to say, it did not go quite as planned, and I found myself adrift in the life stream.
Not great.
The others? Where are they? Did they not escape?
They remain unaccounted for. You were the only one we have been able to find. I am truly sorry. It was the Crystal Braves who pursued you that day. My hubris that led to our undoing.
No apologies are necessary, Alphinaud.
Yes, he is.
You are not to blame for what occurred. Know that were our comrades here,
He definitely
they would
is.
commend you for keeping the light of hope alive.
Creating a force independent of any nation or
Don't worry.
peoples
The others are alive and well, I'm
who just
sure
functions off
it.
of gold.
We just need to find them.
Weird, someone else paid them money, and they had different allegiances.
Indeed, Tataru. Let us find our friends and rebuild the Scions.
So yeah, it was his fault.
Ha! There is the Alphinaud I remember. And I feel much the better for his return. 'Tis time I arose.
Y'stola's just trying to build him up. Because she needs him.
That reminds me. I have a change of clothes for you. I don't like to boast, but I made them myself. I learned how to weave while we're in Ishgard, you see.
When'd you learn to weave? She was serving tables the whole time. I need some town-going clothes. Very out of place with my massive spiky armor on. My warrior armor would work, but maybe you're not a warrior at the moment. I guess this is how you justify the upgrading of her outfit from A Realm Reborn. They're making everybody more fancy. Nice outfit.
Tataru has apprised me of all that took place in the aftermath of the assassination plot. It would seem I have been away for some while.
Yes, much and more happened during your absence. At present, we seek to follow the Archbishop to Azizlar.
Kinda crazy. We're going to heaven.
And you want for some manner of etheric ram to pierce the floating isle's protective barrier?
We do. Might you be able to furnish us with one?
A means to prise open a hole in an Allagan barrier. And one large enough to admit an airship, no less. Nay, I lack the knowledge to devise such a weapon. But I know of one who could. A leading figure in the field of etheric research, and one of the finest scholars ever to grace Sharlayan. Matoya, my former master.
The plot thickens. Okay, I'll throw your ball. In my youth, I had the honor of studying under Matoya. In the field of etheric research, she was without rival. I have no doubt that her knowledge will be of aid to our cause. The question is, will she share it with us? My master has ever been willful. The gods forbid anyone disagrees with her. When the Garlean Empire first marched upon Eorzea some 15 years ago, the denizens of Sharlayan were summoned back to the motherland. However, Matoya refused to join the exodus. To this day, she lives a hermit's life on the fringes of the abandoned city. So it is the Dravanian hinterlands that we must go, to the place of my birth. Though Ellis and I were born in Sharlayan, our days were short. We remained only until the exodus, and I have not returned since. Oh, so it should be a homecoming then. As fine a reason as any to go to Sharlayan, and it would afford us the opportunity to pay my master a visit. Ahem, I believe you are mistaken our primary objective, Ishtola. At any rate, the journey will take us through a largely unknown territory. Let us first return to Ishgard and make our preparations. So, the bad guys are already up doing things up there while we're doing all this stuff. They must have hit a roadblock to justify this. German Shepherd keeps bringing the ball back. Gotta throw it. They're a breed that just can't sit inside doing nothing all day. They need to work. So throwing a ball is what I can do right now, so it's what I'm doing. Sharlayan is situated in the Dravanian hinterlands. To get there, we must strike west and traverse the breadth of the Dravanian forelands. Make no mistake, it will be a grueling journey. The party shall be comprised of Jack, Y'shtola, and myself. Tataru, pray remain in Ishgard and continue the search for our missing friends. Yes, sir. First, let us make for Tailfeather. She tried to become combat viable in a little quest line. Didn't go very well. She is suited for intelligence gathering. Alright. Shake your tail feather. So. A long soak in the live stream followed by a long journey. I would not recommend it to anybody. But rest assured that my strength is returning to me. I shall be back to my former self ere long. Sounds great. We actually have upgrades. I believe I am sufficiently rested. Let us continue west to Sharlayan. Once we descend the mountain path, we will arrive at the Dervanian hinterlands. From there, it is but a short distance to the city. Be warned that we shall be passing through Enath territory. You must needs be wary of them and the dragons both. Alright, Scourge. Where are we going? Over there. I think we have to go up and around. That's why we came out this way. Or is it? No. Let's go up and around. Blue tried to go the other way before. It just got me stuck. Can't fly yet. I did pick up Hollow Knight as well. I've heard great things about that. And I like Metroidvanias, but I also like being able to collect equipment and see my character change. More like, you know, Castlevania or Metroid. Whereas that, it looks like you're a bug the entire game. So I don't know how I would like the progression system there. But again, I heard it's amazing. So I picked it up for $7. I mean, it's a pretty good deal. I know the sequel's coming out. Or is out. And I really enjoy playing games made by small teams. That's a cool vista. We learned that that cloud is there to protect them from dragons, because dragons don't like it. So that is how that culture survives out here. Oh, we have to go do that. I'm not diverting now. You actually have to do these blue quests because they give you flying. And I don't really need flying while I'm doing the MSQ, but later on, I know there are war bosses everywhere, there's farming you do if you do a crafting profession, so you really want flying at that point. What's up, guys? I like these guys. They're pretty cool. Great Hunter, we are honored that you have returned to our humble hive. There is something which weighs heavy in our mind. Very heavy. We have a newcomer to Astvath. He has not yet proved himself useful, and so he has no name. So determined is he to find his place that he left the sanctuary to forage in the forest to the east. He has not returned. It has been difficult as of late, very difficult. We have grown hungry, and food remains scarce. The one mind has seen to that. This nameless one means well, but he is highly curious with his newfound senses. This makes him vulnerable. The forest is the domain of the hunters, and his intentions may be misunderstood. For men have not the means to tell Vath from Nath at a glance. Would you not lend us your assistance in finding him? Will you travel to the hunters of the east, and ask if they have seen him? Okay. Kind hunter, generous hunter, you have our gratitude. Please make haste, so that weight on our mind can be lifted. Great. There's a lot of games I want to play. I still haven't done a Dark Urge run in Baldur's Gate 3. I played 2 games, simultaneously when it came out. I had a solo game going and a game with friends, because if you play with 3 other people, you miss a lot of the companion storylines. So I did a solo game so I could see all that. But I haven't had a Dark Urge run, and they've added so much to the game in terms of like endings, fleshed out quests. So I really need to replay that at some point. And they have new classes, new subclasses. I think I'm going to try like a Necromancer type thing. Because they have the Dark Death Domain Cleric, so you can combo that with like a Wizard Necromancer. So Shadowheart can be your Death Domain. Then the main character can be Necromancer. Sounds really fun. Maybe you could go with Halsin as a Spores Druid. Just go full Necro. Alright. I've also learned in this game, never hit these. They'll keep you in combat for like 10 minutes. It's very annoying. Oh, there you are. Yes, yes. We are the Nameless One. Have you been sent by the Storyteller? Tell your hunter friend to release me at once. We are not of the one mind. We are Bath. I don't care if he's a 2-headed Bandersnatch. He isn't going anywhere. I'm detaining him for stealing our resources. Normally, I'd say we're more lenient than the Nath in terms of territory, as long as they don't hunt in excess or attack us. But then this overgrown Vilekin comes and gobbles up all the Gyasha greens we laid in our traps. Enough bait to keep a drove of chocobos sated for days. Gone. Nothing to show for it. So hungry we were, we could not help ourselves. Unable to hunt, unable to forage. We're no different from a parasite. If only we could find a way to release ourselves from this pitiful way of life. Well, if you insist. Hey, you misunderstand. Spare us our life. It's all we have. Aye, spare it he will. Stop tormenting the poor creature, Grimald. He doesn't know any better. Marchamp school. We ain't savages. We aren't charitable neither. You have to pay us back for the greens you ate. And seeing as you don't have anything on you of value, it looks like you have to work off your debt. Last I checked, we're running a mite low on arrow shafts. Harvest me some melee branches and we'll call it square, eh? Very well, release us, we shall do as you say. Of course, ain't fool enough to let him go off alone. I see to it that the baseman don't flee from his debt. And if he does, I'll have every hunter from here to 100 throws after him for thievery, understand? I've gone from, like, Irish to Southern. And we got the seed. Huzzah. So I talked to Google. They did a reset from their end. Then they said they're going to escalate my problem, and I haven't heard from them since. They even sent me an updated router, and I'm still getting DC'd. At least I wasn't in a great, crazy story cutscene. Oh well. Why are you barking at me? That's fruit. Alright, we're back. Already did this. This is a very long quest line. This might not be for an ether. I don't know what this is for. But it's blue, which means it opens up some gameplay thing. Can't go that way. Can I go through here? Clip right through. It's very much a Tauren problem in WoW as well. Eventually they normalized everything so it doesn't matter what height you are. But in classic WoW, height absolutely mattered. Some things Taurens couldn't get in that like gnomes or humans could get in. And dwarves and gnomes could get in some very low ceiling places. Which was kind of cool. But WoW normalized everything so much they made it kind of boring. Well, then a storyteller must be waiting for us. We make for Los Athvan. Must keep your word. Yes, we know. If we flee, we will never again be able to move freely. To the non-minded, penance is all. If we take too long, the hunters will surely come after us. Kind hunter, will you help us? We will not ask you to bear the entire burden. One sapling should be enough. We will gather the rest on our own. Okay. That's cool. The bots are still selling viewers, even though Twitch cracked down very hard. Alright, looking for a sapling. There we go. Big grip. Now what does this give us? Have you the branch? Yes, I do. Many thanks for this. Now let us return to the hunter's camp and be done with it. Speak of the Marchant. What's up, Paladrun? We were doing story. We got Y'shtola back from the live stream. And then we saw a blue quest. And I've been trained to do, except for leaves, all blue quests. Gotta do them. I don't know what this is for. Well, calling me Chocobo's uncle, I'm impressed. You give me more than the depth called for. These branches will make for fine arrows. We've usually got to send a whole party of hunters to gather this much. What with a melee thrashing about and the Nath lurking in the brush. Hey, even with these scrawny arms and legs, you've proven yourself more useful than I thought. We were useful? I would say. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back with so much. Come back at all, for that matter. We too will be honest. We thought to flee, but the hunter persuaded us to stay. But we were useful? Ah, said you were, didn't I? In fact, I'll tell you what. Since you brought me more than a fortnight's worth, I'll even throw in a small reward. Suck a Gyashal green steak home to your kin. A reward? You mean one of those tasty greens? More of those tasty greens. For being useful? We tried to find a way to be useful at Loth Alstavath. We tried, but we cannot find our purpose. Well, we hunters ain't like to turn away an extra pair of hands, beastmen or not. And we offer fair pay to adventurers willing to take on the more dangerous tasks into the right jacked. Oh, this is open up the beast tribe. Venture. Those are the ones who travel the wilds of their own accord, risk life and limb for the sake of these rewards. It's just beast tribes. Such excitement, such fortune. We want to become an adventurer. Let's say I've come across an adventurer who requested Gashly greens as a reward, but we'd be willing to compensate for honest work. If it's food you're after, I'm sure we could arrange for some spare cuts of meat too. More crunchy greens and juicy flesh? Enough to feed our colony? We will relay this to the storyteller at once. Okay. So that's just for beast tribes. But might as well finish it so it's not in our quest log. I'm not even sure what beast tribe stuff is for. I have not pursued it at all. I'm assuming gear, glamours, pets, the usual. Nice panning shot. Thank you, Hunter, for bringing our nameless brother back. We hope he was not a burden on you. You guys know Hunter Storyteller? He's an adventurer, and we are a burden no more. Look at what we have brought you. What strange-looking plants, yet they have such a delightfully bitter taste. We have really good news. We have found our purpose. We will become an adventurer too. If we work hard, the hunter promised to reward us with food. Food for the colony. You mean the hunters of the east? We thought it safer to limit contact with them, but they gave you such delicious rewards. You have done well, Nameless One. With your newfound purpose, we are sure you will ease the hunger of your brothers and sisters. But trading with the hunters will not solve all of our woes. Much more is required for survival. Yes, much more. Our colony is falling into disrepair. We need metals for our defenses. We need clay for our walls. The One Mind knows this. They seek to impoverish us. A few of our non-mind brothers tried to steal such things from Loth Astnath. They never returned. The Overmind rages at what he sees as boldness, even though we are mere leeches, partaking of tiny drops of their blood. Tiny drops. Even leeches do not loathe their own host as much as we. It is shameful that we must still rely on the One Mind to survive. These are like outcasts from the rest of the society. They want to live for themselves and not for the... You know, the greater good, so to speak. You can rely on us, Storyteller. We shall travel the realm and offer our services in exchange for resources. We will bring back precious rewards from beyond. Travel the realm? You mean across the Hunter's borders to the lands beyond? Nameless One, it is too dangerous. Fear not, it is what adventurers do, to explore unknown lands, meet the peoples, obtain greater rewards, strengthen the colony. You speak strongly of purpose. Well, very well. Should you succeed, we can sever ourselves from the One Mind completely. We can truly become our own masters. But do not become a pest, seeking work where there is none. The hunters may take offense at your eagerness to obtain rewards. How will you know when your services are required? An Adventurers Guild, a place to exchange information and gather requests from others? Nameless One, no such place exists here. And if this is your solution, you must start your own. But I'm certain you will not be alone. Some of our brothers and sisters will want for a purpose. Seek them out. Adventurers Guild. There's much to do, but first we will introduce you to our brothers. Come, come. This is a very involved quest. This is the stick peddler. He peddles sticks. That follows. He lost his connection with the One Mind near the same time as we did. There was one other, but we did not see him. You mean the Kenai? He saw shadows fly across the colony. He was hungry, and he said he would hunt the shadows east towards the river. He could not have gone far, for he fears the water. Fears it much. He would not cross the river unless it was near the bridge. Wise Vathnor to avoid the bridge, for ferocious dragons often lurk near it. Could it be that they were the shadows that the Kenai saw? Brave adventurer, could you check the bridge while we search the area for the Kenai? He could be in trouble. But do not slay dragons if you see them. Dead dragons will invite reprisals. We will lend you one of our Kongamato. We fitted it with a contraption which sprays a putrid smoke which irritates, but does not wound. Yes, irritates. We got too close once, most irritating. The Kongamato are unaccustomed to fleshling riders. If you fall off, talk to the stick peddler, who will help you get back on. Let us find the Kenai. I thought this was going to be an Ether Current quest. We're doing a saga now. Interesting seahorse-looking chocobo hybrid here. Burns, I don't like this game anymore. Oh, why do you do this? I can get off this one, right? Yeah. He is the Kenai, so he named himself, for he never tires of discovery. Return to the hive soon after you departed to search the bridge. We are grateful for your assistance. We are exploring the lands near the colony, but we were careless in our search for the curious things. Our nameless brother tells us he will open Adventurers Guild in Loth as Vath. It was not long ago that we too yearned for purpose, and we will gladly join him in this mission. Then it is decided that Kenai will help us find many opportunities for adventure. Many opportunities. But our guild is not yet complete. Oh my goodness. We are unsure of the actual trade of adventuring, how to find things, how to fight things. We cannot do it without an experienced teacher. What kind of adventure will you teach us? Yeah, sure. Wonderful, wonderful. From now on, we shall call on you as master of the craft. Master. Leave the construction of the guild to us. The Kenai will be on the lookout for our hunter friends and any requests they have. But there are very few adventurers to carry out the task now. Very few. In fact, only you. We're hoping you could show us how it's done. The storyteller told me he is most pleased with your deeds to our colony. Consider us friends, and from now on, let us work together for the guild. Now that we have found purpose, he's learning self-worth, shall be nameless no longer. As long as I long to have so deft an arm in adventuring, I shall call myself Deft Arm. Society quest. That was some quick construction. The nameless one is now called Vath Deftarm, and Adventurers Guild has been constructed in Lost Asvath. The Hunters of Tailfeather are now clients of the Adventurers Guild. Chocobo buffs. Alright, we're not doing dailies. Alright, didn't expect to go on that long of a detour. Could have just done this. And we got DC'd again. Looks like I have to call Google back. Yep. Sorry, this is very annoying. Because I was already in a call with them for a very long time. Supposedly fixed the issue, and here we are again. Well, we'll see how long this works. Of course, they don't save your previous ticket, so every time you contact them, you gotta go through the AI first, then go to one of their lower level employees that just tells you, hey, I'm gonna reset it. I'm like, well, I've reset it many times. It takes another 10, 15 minutes, and then they finally escalate you, and they're supposed to contact you when they don't. It's really fun. Google customer service. Now, because I disconnected and reconnected, it is playing an ad, which is very annoying, because it wasn't supposed to play an ad yet. So I'm sorry for that.
To the Thaliac River, where to the melted snows of Abelathia's spine eventually find their way by means of 1,000 silver streams. Whose waters have long nourished the Dravanian hinterlands, and so provided for a settlement of learned souls from across the northern seas.
This place looks great.
To the city of Sharlayan, that great seat of knowledge now abandoned by her keepers, they came.
Mentola dwells on the far side of the Thaliac River. Let us search for a crossing. Alright, we're going to be about it. Big city. In disrepair. Sorry, I'm in a chat with them right now. So I'd like to fix this issue. No, I don't want to do Fate. So is there anybody here? This is nothing. Excuse me, don't want to fight. Just looking around. Seems like this is just Magitech. Interesting. Just a zone with mobs. Nice area, though. So I'm typing, chatting to somebody. Alright. Hopefully Joseph here can help me out. I'm doubtful. So I guess we're just sightseeing here as we're traveling. That looks cool. Big waterfall. There better be a room behind that waterfall. That's a requirement of every waterfall. You need a room and preferably treasure. We've been trained since the first Zelda game to do that. What's up, guys? Well, the bridge wasn't very hard to find. It's funny. Supposedly, when you get it's like contact rep, okay, and then they give you, they just click and probably autofill in the responses that they're supposed to give, so they sound like an AI. It's really fun. I like the Celtic music. Knowledge seeks no man. So says the motto of Sharlayan engraved upon yonder stone. The meaning is simple. It falls to us to seek enlightenment. During the Sixth Astral Era, at the turn of the 13th century, men from the northern nation of Sharlayan journeyed across the seas to Eorzea in search of knowledge. Upon arriving at these shores, they established a camp for their scholarly endeavors. Over time, this camp grew into a settlement, and the settlement prospered, and so much so that it came to be counted among Eorzea's great city-states. Alas, those glory days are now but a fading memory. With her keepers lost to her, Sharlayan has become an empty husk of her former self. Uplanders are mistaken. Sharlayan has new keepers. Is on cusp of a new age of glory. Interesting. Oh, these guys. Think they're goblins in this universe? Goblins here to plunder the city? Uplanders mistaken muchly. We're not thieves. This place is our home. Your home? Your home? When last I looked, it was mine and Alphino's. We were born here. When Uplanders abandoned city, Uplanders gave up claim. Born here or no, Uplanders are trespassers. I mean, kinda has a point. My friends, please, we did not come to dispute your claim to this land. Our purpose here is peaceful. We desire but to cross the river. Be calm, I beg you, and let us speak like civilized folk that we are. Surely we can come to a mutual understanding. If that is truth, then Uplanders are welcome here. Come with Slowflix. Slowflix will show Uplanders settlement. Alright, we made friends. This is friendly music, so I thought this is where the conversation was going. Oh, the whole city. This place is cool. Sorry, I'm in a conversation with the Google Fiber guy. Here's the heart of the settlement. Name of Idleshire. What have we got here? Guests? Greetings to you. I am Alphino Leveler, and may I introduce my companions, Jack Tebara and Ishtola. We have journeyed far in search of a friend and seek to cross the river. Finding the main bridge collapse, we went looking for a detour and ended up stumbling into Slowflix and his crew. Is that right? That is the short of it, aye. This place, Idleshire, I came expecting a ghost town. Suffice it to say, I'm surprised to find it so alive. Well, with all them precious artifacts lying about, it's only a matter of time before treasure hunters like me moved in. But we weren't the first to arrive, neither. By then, Slowflix and his gobby friends were already settled. At first, gobbies and hunters disliked each other, but understanding came, then friendship. Now gobbies and hunters have joined hands to build a great new nation. You're doing a good job. So that is what happened after we Charlians departed. Oh, so you're locals. No hard feelings, I hope. All these nice buildings and none to live in them. Felt like a waste, you know? We've been trying to put the place to rights. Nothing's been going well for the most part, but it ain't all smooth sailing. Not to sound ungrateful, but the traps your people left lying about are a bloody nuisance. And there's the Illuminati harrying us day and night. Slowflix has a bright idea. Uplanders desire mutual understanding, yes? Best way to understand is helping one another. Help citizens of Idleshire, and Uplanders can be citizens too. Citizens are free to cross river. Well, I'm not aware of a quicker way to reach our destination. Let us assist Slowflix and his people. Don't know if this is an upgrade for a warrior, but it might be. All right. So Uplanders agree to help. Good. Here's what Slowflix wants Uplanders to do. Many golems per our Idleshire get in the way of expansion plans. Slowfix wants Uplanders to eliminate golems. Uplanders are Charlene, yes? Charlene should know best way to deal with creatures. So we are to eliminate the golems. That should be simple enough affair. The automata were employed as sentinels and by design can be unbained with a coded command. At the time of the Exodus, it was noughts and crosses, and I see no reason why it should still not work. Let us divide the task between the three of us, and the quicker to be finished with it. Noughts and crosses. Okay. Cool. Alright, have to talk to this guy again. Alright. This place is pretty cool. Problem solved. Golems are no more. Wonderful. Now we can resume work to expand settlement. That is an upgrade. Nice. Actually fits our outfit. It's got green on there, a little gold. That works well. This guy. I tell him, like, alright, I'm running a hardline on my PC, I'm having these issues here, here, and here. And he's like, are you using the mesh extender? Like, I'm running a hardline to the router that in no way is related. Ay. Uplanders help Gobbyfleck earn the right to be citizens of Idleshire, but Slowfix must ask another favor. Another favor, you say? Short time ago, dear friend of Slowfix ventured into Illuminati territory. Illuminati are nasty goblins, show no mercy even towards Gobbykin. Slowfix fears her friend's life. Please find friend before Illuminati do. I am suddenly taken by a sense of foreboding. Be that as it may, we cannot turn a blind eye. Let us make haste and find Slowfix's friend. Back the way we came. Okay. Dr. Phil is enjoying his bisexual relationship with Astarion? Sounds like you made an interesting character. I haven't romanced Astarion. My one big playthrough I did myself. I, of course, like everybody else, did Shadowheart. Is an Ether Current quest? It is. You're a stranger, you're a sneaky peeker, you're a thief working for Illuminati. You can't take these things. No, they're for all to enjoy. But Illuminati always try to steal and hide things. Tablix must be on constant guard. If you say you are a Gobby friend, then prove it. Find Illuminati and defeat them. Drive them away from this place. We're gonna kill some goblins. They don't make these quests very obtrusive for the Ether Currents. Alright, and we're done. I might have to log off here because this guy is actually going to make me disconnect and reconnect some stuff. Okay, I will be right back. Alright. Yep, unfortunately, I am going to have to log off. But again, hopefully, after this won't be an issue again. Because it's very obtrusive to have the disconnects. So, sorry about that, guys, but this is about time to get off usually anyway. I will be back on tomorrow morning, but good to see you guys, Astrid, Paladrune, and Andrew. Again, we'll be back tomorrow morning, same time. I just have to, unfortunately, take care of this. So, anyway, have a good day, guys.